Hi Queens, how are you guys doing? I hope you're well today. I am just so tired today. Literally, like, I feel like when you're in so much, like, just get bored, so you feel like you're tired when you're really not, and then you start snacking because you're like in when you're just bored basically. But anyway, today I'm going to be doing Get Ready With Me Chit Chat, and this is going to be on a very, very controversial subject, Aaron Hernandez. Stay tuned. So I've got my makeup bag with me, Queens, as you can see here, and I'm just going to be doing like soft makeup today, nothing major. I'm popping out a bit later, so I thought I'd get ready with you guys and have a little bit of a chat. I know you Queens love a chat. So first of all, I'm not gonna, on a serious note, I'm not going to start listing everything that I'm using because I feel like I'm not trying to do a makeup tutorial, and also my makeup is just like not where I want it to be in life. So I'm literally just gonna pile on the makeup and talk about some stuff. I need to clean my mirror. So yeah, I'm just gonna be putting on the foundation. I love this NARS foundation. I showed it to you guys in the last video, but I really do like it. I think it really suits my skin colour as well. So yeah, Queens, I just wanted to talk about the Netflix program, The Mind of Aaron Hernandez. Killer Inside, The Mind of Aaron Hernandez, okay? Now, who has actually seen it? Because I literally watched it all in one night, and I was just absolutely shocked at the outcome. I was not expecting it. For those of you that don't know, Aaron Hernandez was a former Patriot player, is it for the NFL? In Florida. Now, he was also a convicted killer. He was a father, he was a son, he was a fiance, blah, 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 blah. Now, he basically got convicted for killing his fiance's sister's, like, partner, okay? How bizarre, all right? How bizarre. I just can't wrap my head around it. Sorry, that's my son trying to break in. He was a phenomenal football, as they say, ball player. He was so talented. He was handsome as hell. He was like just really, really kind-hearted from what everybody would say about him, okay? And it obviously wasn't until the end where we found out, okay, maybe he wasn't the kindest person. So basically what happened is he was apparently abused as a young boy by another boy at a house. His dad used to beat them. His dad was violent to him and his brother and his mum. He just didn't have the best childhood. In some ways he did, but in some ways he didn't, because when you're getting beaten up from your parent for doing nothing wrong, or just because you're not playing ball correctly, or you're doing, you know, this and that, that's not right, okay? So anyway, that's what happened. His dad was very violent in the house, and he basically lost his father due to an operation. 2012, I think it was. So basically what happened was his career came to a complete halt in 2013 when he was arrested for murdering his fiance's sister's partner, Odin Lloyd. Odin Lloyd was also a football player, but not for the same company. God, I'm so rubbish, I don't even know how to say it. So yeah, he was actually playing for another bloody district football league. So Aaron Hernandez was found guilty of first-degree murder. Him and two other associates went out one night, took Odin in the car with them, went to a sealed-off area and shot him. That's basically what we've been told anyway, that he shot Odin Lloyd. I'm not sure if they're saying that he actually did it, but he was associated with it, whether it was him or his two co-defendants. Yes, I'm not sure whether he was actually the one that did it or not. So he was found guilty of the murder in 2015. So 2 years later, apparently he went on to play some big games for the Patriots, went to the Super Bowl. Like, it's just extraordinary at how somebody could do a murder and then play for 2 years without anybody questioning why, how, when, or anything like that. So Queens, while he was in prison doing the, well, on trial, shall I say, he was also called in for a double homicide, okay? A double homicide on two innocent guys. Apparently an argument kicked off in the club where he was with Alexander Bradley. Got a gun, saw them leaving the club in the car, followed them, got a gun, well, had a gun on him, sorry, shall I say, and shot him, okay? Like, shot the two guys in the car. Now, he actually was acquitted from this because there was no evidence to say it was him or it was the guy that was with him, Alexander Bradley. So even though he obviously, you know, was sort of maybe going to be possibly facing charges for that, he actually was dismissed from that. There was no evidence, but obviously we don't know whether he did or not. We don't know whether he was capable of that. Was he capable capable of the Odin Lloyd. The thing is, there's so much evidence that points towards it. It points towards he was definitely, you know, he was definitely being held, like he was definitely accountable for what he did to Odin Lloyd. There's like text messages, cameras got to, like, you know, shut down, clothes got burned. There's so much to it, which makes me think, wow, like he probably did do it. Okay, so what do we know about Aaron Hernandez? We know that he was a convicted killer. We know that he was definitely involved in the Odin Lloyd murder. We're not too sure about the homicide, the double homicide, because obviously there's not a lot of evidence. We know that he was abused as a child. We know that he had a fiance. We know he had a daughter. He was a brother. He was a son. Now, in this Netflix documentary, I just wanted to really like pinch two people. The man and his son, okay? The one that was basically saying, oh, I had a relationship with Aaron Hernandez for 5 years. I knew him, blah, 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 blah. Shut up. Why are you so annoying? Like, why did you feel the need out of everyone to just be so involved? And the truth is as well, it's like his fiance even said he wasn't even involved. He was not even involved in his adult life a lot. So what the hell was he talking about? Like, for me, it felt like him and the dad. Let me get the name. Sorry, Queens. I need to get the name because I actually forgot. Okay, so the name was Dennis Sansusi or whatever it was. Him and his father. Like, honestly, I just felt like saying, like, shut up. Like, what are you even talking about? Why do you want to be so involved about what is going on? Like, seriously. He was saying that him and Aaron had a 5-year relationship. He was saying that he would talk to Aaron all the time. He was depressed. He was this, he was that. But again, obviously Aaron's fiance was like, okay, well, as far as I know, he was never even like involved in his life. But again, she might not even know that, to be honest with you, because if he was doing the cheating and he was going to nightclubs, going to strip clubs, then why would she know about that? She wouldn't. It's a secret. So basically what else happened is he was claiming that Aaron was gay, and a few other people were also saying that Aaron was gay. That's why he was, you know, trying to fight it. That's why he was very angry. That's why he was doing these killing sprees, blah, 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 blah. Now, to me, that just doesn't really make sense. I get, obviously, he didn't want to tell people he was possibly gay if he was. I get it can make you feel loads of emotions, but to kill people, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Do you know what I'm saying? But obviously, with the Odin Lloyd murder, that does not make sense. There's so many questions I need to ask. It's almost just like, well, why did he kill him? You know, obviously Odin Lloyd sent a text to his sister and said, you know who I'm with, right? The NFL player or whatever it was. So he obviously was in trouble. Like, that's the truth, okay? Like, there's no denying that. I do personally think Aaron did kill him. You might think I'm wrong, you might think I'm right, but I do think so much evidence points to that it was him. Do you know what I mean? I'm just putting my blusher on, guys. I love this blusher by this MAC, and it's dark, deep mineralized skin finish. Hey, we're getting somewhere, Queens. So yeah, so my thing was like, there's still so many questions, and when I watched it, I was just like, how the hell, like, have they not answered all our questions? It's not like they're going to be doing a number 2, you know? It just doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, going on. Aaron was obviously put down for murder. He got acquitted of the homicide, and then the next thing that happened, oh my God, Queens, I was not expecting it, because where he'd been acquitted for the double homicide, I literally thought to myself, he's got away with it. Like, there's no way on earth, if he's been acquitted from this, that he's done the other thing. Like, he must have been pressured, forced, whatever. And then I saw he hung himself in prison with a sheet. I was just like, my heart, honestly, because this series makes you just think so many different emotions. Like, he's a killer, he killed an innocent man. But then the reports are he had his brain tested. They had his brain tested when he died and found out he had CTE. Check the screen for that. Like, what the hell? He had advanced CTE. Obviously, he's not the first footballer to have this. You know, from knocking his head, he was knocked out on the field. Now, CTE can obviously, you know, make you think differently, make your decisions not what they should be. But then again, are they using that because they're trying to make excuses, or, you know, was this a reason for Aaron doing what he was doing? I know it sounds crazy, but when you like watch these documentaries, you feel like you're getting to know the person, because afterwards I was like stalking his whole family, like his mum, his sister, his brother. Then I got onto his brother's girlfriend's page. It's just all a little bit crazy. Like, I'm like the FBI, honestly, because I still have so many unanswered questions that I need to know. He murdered Odin Lloyd. Yes, we know that, okay? Double homicide, ruled out. Was he gay? Was he violent to Cheyenne, his girlfriend? Was he violent to his mum? In the recordings when he was in prison, he was saying to his mum, you ruined my life. His mum, by the way, got with his cousin's husband. His cousin later died from breast cancer. Aaron and his cousin were very, very close. close. He was closer to her out of all of his family. She covered up for them a lot. There was loads to it. It's almost just like, was he violent to his mum? Because he said to his mum in the recording, if I was there with you right now, I'd punch the crap out of you. Who says that to their mum? Literally, like, he must have just had so much hatred for her and was like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, and you're not even gonna know who your son is. It's just shocking to think like you can even speak to your mum like that, or why you were so angry. And you know, his mum, and he was basically saying, when my dad died, you got with somebody like a week later. I'm not being funny, hun. Your dad was beating your mum. Your dad was beating your mum. So she fell out of love a long time. From when you first put your hands on her, nah, she's done. Internally, she's finished. Do you understand what I'm saying, Queens? Like, finished. So in her head, she was probably done like years before, because remember, this was going on from when Aaron and that were younger. So yeah, definitely in her head, she was done with it. But again, he wouldn't understand that because he idolised his dad, even though his dad was beating his mum, which kind of just tells me where his head was at, because I'd grow up hating my dad. There's no way on earth I would grow up thinking that it's okay. I'm just doing my eyebrows now, Queens. What did you guys think of the Netflix drama? Like, what did you think about it? Did you like it? Do you have any questions that you think that need to be answered still? I just feel like there's so many. Like, on a serious note, what made like them kill Odin Lloyd? What made them text him and get him out at like 2, 3 in the morning? And for me, it's like, did he know something about Aaron's past? Did he see something? Because when you watch it, you can see that they had an argument in the bar on CCTV like a few days before, or was it like a week before or something like that? So yeah, for me, I'm just like, I just have so many unanswered questions. I've really enjoyed doing this video, Queens, because I feel like it's different, it's very controversial, and some of you might not give a crap, but you know what? I think things like this are so important to know, especially like, I don't know, it hasn't happened to anyone I know, but it really does happen to people. Like documentaries in general, you just don't know the truth because there's so much like controversy around it. So you know, like Making a Murderer, for example, apparently like a lot of that wasn't true. There's like evidence missing, so it's kind of hard to really like gather like what, you know, what is right, like what is true. Queens, this is like the quickest time that I've done my eyebrows before. Okay, so for my eyebrows, I will show you what I've actually used. I've used okay, and then to conceal, I'm using NARS, just what colour is it? So I'm using the NARS Biscuit Medium Dark. I'm using the NARS, by the way, I just said that, didn't I? So yeah, that's what I'm going to be using to conceal underneath. So that's one eyebrow done. Let me know, guys, as well, if you want like a eyebrow tutorial, because I feel like I'm getting really good at eyebrows now, and I feel like the way I do it is like so simple. And the brush I'm using is actually Anastasia Beverly Hills, but it's actually broken off, so it's like an angle brush, but the other half actually broke off. How hilarious. So yeah, I just want to know like what's going to happen next. Like, is more information going to come out? Because surely Odin Lloyd's mum is thinking like, well, why did they kill my son? Like, he was innocent. Was he innocent though? Because we all like to think that our sons and daughters are innocent. Do you know what I mean? So every week I'm going to be doing a like kind of review on films, like, you know, like really good like documentaries. I'm gonna be doing reviews on them because I just think, because I love crime, okay? Honestly, I feel to start another channel about crime because I'm just obsessed with it. Like, I love watching it. I love like doing my research after to find out where they all are now, blah blah blah. So for me, I just think, yeah, that's a great idea that I should share with my queens. Let me know what you think about that, guys, as well. Leave him alone and he will come home. Sorry if you guys can hear my partner in the background as well. I'm meant to be doing a bloody video and he's just like on the phone. It's like, oh, he's so annoying. I feel like because I'm doing my makeup so much at the moment, I can like start doing tutorials. Look at me, I think I'm an MUA. I used to ask that question, like, what's an MUA? So yeah, there's so many unanswered questions. Obviously, we don't know anything more. There's not, I doubt there's gonna be a number 2 because, you know, poor Aaron is dead. So I don't know, but obviously for me, it stems from his childhood. He was beaten, he was abused. But again, that's no excuse to be going around and obviously killing people, like what the hell? But it just tells me that obviously him and Odin Lloyd had some type of problem going on. Like what else? He's not gonna, I doubt he would have innocently killed him, like, or unless he was in a bar and Odin Lloyd made like a small comment, because Aaron seemed very temperamental, because you know they always say like, oh, the nice ones, you you have to watch out for them. So I feel like he was very temperamental. He was like, but like they said, he was like a ticking time bomb. Okay guys, so I've done everything. Well, sorry, no, I need to do my mascara, and then after my mascara I'm going to do, no I'm not, I'm going to do my highlighter. Let's get my highlighter popping. Popping. So my highlighter is Gold Dust, and this is actually from Primark like years ago. Like I don't even want to show you it because it's like so manky, but I love this. It's like a real sparkle. Can you see? So I love putting the highlighter on my nose, and obviously I love putting it just above my cheekbone. Leave him alone and she will come home. Can you guys see that pop? Okay queens, so I finished my makeup. Oh, I've got added finishing touches, so I'm using my new Tease perfume in Primark, from Primark. This is one that I showed to you guys the other day. And I love the bottle, and it smells so sweet like vanilla. So I'm gonna spray that. My hair I already did earlier. How do I look, babe? You look unreal. Queens, love ya. Love ya. So yeah, no, I just really wanted to speak to you guys about the Aaron Hernandez documentary today, because I feel like it's so controversial. It's just literally been released like a couple of weeks ago, I think it was now. I made my partner watch it as well, and he actually was wowed by it. But then he was like, oh, I bet you he's gonna commit suicide at the end, and he did. And I was like, you're so annoying, because I was wanting him to like be like me and think, oh my god, like I just never saw that coming. Because from when he's first acquitted, like why would you think like he would kill himself? Like I just wouldn't. So yeah, for me, I was definitely shocked, and I definitely would love to know what's gonna happen next. But again, I don't think we're gonna find out, queens. Anyway, what did you guys think of this video? Do you want me to do more controversial subjects, like some more documentaries on like crime and what's going on with the world? Obviously I'm still doing fashion, like I'm doing fashion every week, don't get it twisted, but it's nice to speak about stuff that I actually really want to talk about as well, because that's what makes you and that's what makes your channel. So make sure you comment down below and let me know, guys, what you thought about my video. What did you think about the Aaron Hernandez situation? Was he innocent? Was he guilty? Also, I think it's a really beautiful thing that his, well, then fiance now is like with somebody else. She's like just had a baby, you know, she's happy, because I don't think she was treated right, and for some reason she had such a big loyalty towards him. And I think because she had a daughter with him, because I think if she didn't have a daughter with him, she'd be gone. So I think she's still trying to, you know, respect his name for his child, because once his child does get older, she'll know everything, sadly. But anyway, queens, I hope you liked getting ready with me. Hope you like the music. Let's keep it popping. I'm off out now for a few hours, just down the road. It's nice to have a little break sometimes, and I will see you guys on Friday. I'm going to be doing a River Island jeans haul this Thursday, so I can't wait to see you guys and hear from you. This will be the part 2 to the window shopper jeans haul. Mwah.